Well, with that, do you want to get into another song off the new album?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. This one's called Three Strikes. Cause it's once, twice, three strikes a felony. If I keep on messing around, this drinking will get the best of me. Cause it's once, twice, three strikes a felony. Who knows if my luck runs out? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Pass the bottle, got on top of my big goal. Hit the throttle, bet you can't make this thing jump. Never left off four wheels in that LTD. Cleared the tracks but wrapped it around the old oak tree. Says once, twice, three strikes a felony. If I keep on messing around, this drinking will get the best of me. Says once, twice, three strikes a felony. Who knows if my luck runs out? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Call up Johnny, tie his winch up to that stump. Tires peeling soon as that old clutch got dumb. It broke loose, that bumper's flying straight at me. I ducked, but it got lodged in that cop's windscreen. She said, come on, I said, I will be there quick. Asked a favor, but my buddy can't drive stick. Closed my tab and said, hey, pass me back those keys. They did not oblige, but I've got gals to please. Says once, twice, three strikes a felony. If I keep on messing around, this drinking will get the best of me. Says once, twice, three strikes a felony. Well, who knows if my luck runs out? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, who knows if my luck runs out? Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Three Strikes by Joshua Ray Walker there off the new album. See you next time. That was the very first song that I played on WNCW off your first album, or off this album. It was the one that spoke to me the most.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love that one. It's silly. It's got all of that country swagger to it and kind of silliness. But what I found out and listening to the lyrics, researching the lyrics, all this stuff, it has these really great hooks in it, kind of stick out in your mind. But a lot of the content in these songs is really dark and sad.
Yeah.
Like it comes, a lot of it is really deeply emotional, and I suppose we'll talk about part of that too. But these characters are kind of all tragic, you know, like bound for a fall.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there are a lot of tragic people out there, and you know, I feel like they kind of get ignored in society as a whole, and a lot of those stories don't get told. And you know, I'm not trying to make light of those things by, you know, putting music around those stories that's lighthearted. It's just I don't know, that's real life, and I've had, you know, downfalls and things in my life, and I think you kind of got to laugh about it sometimes. And also you know, like how do I say this? There's a lot of poor decisions that are made to where like you can become aware of the like what is that word? Secular, like issues that you have, and a lot of my songs talk about that, where it's like you're making a bad choice in the moment, but you're gonna make it.
You're gonna do it anyway.
And so I'm, kind of you're poking fun at yourself almost, in the songs, knowing that you're making a bad choice.
Yeah, self-exploration by putting things on other people, and then seeing it more clearly when it's not yourself.
For sure.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that very well. So some of that tragedy, I mean, it comes from even in your honky tonk, the closing down honky tonk is maybe not a place that people would regularly go. And it feels like you're pulling up stories from kind of a lost or hidden place, somewhere where people don't often talk as honestly in public. They go to this honky tonk, and then there's a lot of stuff that gets dredged up around midnight or the close of the bar.
Yeah, I mean, that's just real life. Like, I feel I've had people tell me their whole life stories on a bar stool many, many times. That's kind of where the whole idea came from. I feel like people are more open. I mean, of course they're drunk and you're talking to a stranger. It's easier to talk to a stranger about those things than it is somebody you know. So I feel like people do talk a lot more about deep, dark, parts of their life.
Absolutely. And when you find that happening and when the moment occurs to you that, oh, this could maybe work for a song, are you like taking notes? Are you trying to like mentally like pinpoint everything you can about the emotion that you're feeling that you were having at that moment? Or
no, because I've never like exploited any single person's like story for a song. It's all fictional. It's just kind of, like I said, there are these people that fit into certain, like categories, and I can imagine what they would do or experiences they've had. I've never actually like heard someone's deep dark secret and then turned it into a song.
You never wrote a song specifically about Terry?
No.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, it makes for a lot of fun listening. I think you really do create a good picture of what it is that at the honky tonk. Is it specifically Bronco Billy's? I was reading some of the pieces of your past, and some of it relates. I see the secularity and everything, and some of it relates to my life too. But yeah, Bronco Billy, it was a pin that you found in your granddad's drawer, right?
Yeah, like one of those big, buttons.
Pin, P-I-N.
P-I-N, yeah. It just said, I rode the bull at Bronco Billy's. I think I was like 15 when he passed, and we cleared out his house, and I held on to that. His name was Billy. So I assumed that he owned it because it had his name on it. And then later, a few years later, I Googled it, and it was a honky tonk in South Dallas that closed down like right before the urban cowboy boom. So like it could have had this second life when that took off, and it just barely missed it. And I was just thinking about like who would have been at a failing honky tonk in South Dallas, in the early 80s, and that's where a lot of the inspiration for all the songs came from.
Well, thank you for working on that. And yeah, 10 years is a long time to be thinking about those things. So I'm glad you're here sharing it with us, and I really do look forward to whatever's coming up next, because the songwriting is fantastic.
Thanks.
Yeah, very welcome. And I know that you've gotten a lot of attention too. You were on late night TV. I saw the Fallon thing. That was great.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I thought about when I seen you there is all the flair, the swagger, the way you dress. I mean, it's outstanding. Is
Thanks.
it part of fitting into those characters? Are you bringing Bronco Billy's out through the dress, or is it the way is that intentional?
That's just my personal style. I like flamboyant clothes, and I have reason to wear them now. If you're just like, I don't know, playing in the corner at a honky tonk, it doesn't make sense to wear a bedazzled jacket. But, I have opportunities to actually wear that stuff now. And I assume the more opportunities I have, the weirder it'll get. So
I love it. Please
Thanks.
keep doing that. That is really something that stands out. I mean, everybody that I was talking to, the first thing they saw was like, look at that. Look at what he's wearing. And it's outstanding. It's a very positive thing that I think that people see at first. And it's loud, and it kind of is endearing in a lot of ways.
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to find anything exciting or flamboyant in my size. So like everything has to be made and
Tailor-made.
Yeah. And so it's fun. Like I plan on breaking out some interesting outfits this next year.
Will you be dressed up tonight at the Grey Eagle?
No.
No. Well, you're dressed up now. I like.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be wearing this.
Okay, I would say that's dressing up for
Yeah,
me. That's
it's
dressing.
weird-ish, you know.
No, I
got a
love the
doily on it.
crocheted heart.
This was actually given to me by a fan yesterday. Yeah,
Yes, you are dressed up for the show tonight. Then
They came out in Raleigh and they had made this. Like they found the jacket and they embroidered all the old doilies on it. There's like a huge doily on the back too.
it reminds me of like the ones that you put on the Christmas tree, the crocheted hearts that you put
That's
on
what
Christmas
it is.
trees.
Apparently,
and things
these
like
are like Amish, like crocheted Amish things he found at a thrift store, and then just like put them all over the jacket.
that. Oh, I love it. I love it. It really is a truly endearing thing, and like, yeah, I can feel it. Keep up the flair. Usually, I'm a little louder too,
Yeah.
but I love the way you dress.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.